Hi, Jeanette. We've got Jeanette with us today. We'll do a little bit of an interview on Jeanette's fitness journey. How you going, Jeanette?
I'm good, thank you. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's do this.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So yeah, Jeanette has trained with me now for nearly 5 years. I think it is. I'm
Yep.
online and lives in Mount Barker in South Australia. The first question: can you take us back to the moment you decided it was time to make a change, and what was your why? What would you say for that?
Okay, I'm going to take it back a long way, um, because the fitness aspect is fairly recent. But I had to make a change when I was young. There were all sorts of stereotypes about women and boys don't make passes at girls who wear glasses. And of course, I was a glasses wearer and thought I was going to be on the shelf forever. And also, when you're middle aged, you become fair, fat, and 40. And I said, well, that's not going to happen to me. And I woke up on my 40th birthday and I was fair, fat, and 40. So I joined Weight Watchers and did the weight loss journey. It took me longer than it should, but I got there. I became what was called then a lecturer. Then we became leaders. Then we became coaches. And that was over 30 years ago. So I've been on a pretty healthy trend for a long time. The exercise did come later. I walked a lot. Um, Before I joined Weight Watchers, I would sit on the couch, and if someone walked past the house, I'd close the curtains so I couldn't see them. And then I went to England for a year, carried on with Weight Watchers and the walking. And when I came back, I decided to do more. So it was actually when I worked in Perth, there was a gym in the building. And if you worked in the building, you got free membership. So I started going to a gym. Then, for personal reasons, I had to come back to South Australia 10 years ago, carried on working with a personal trainer for a few years. And then COVID struck and affected the world. And that's when I found you on the Weight Watchers site. And I thought, what's it going to cost? Initially, nothing. And now it costs peanuts. Put your prices up. Just put your prices up. And it's been worthwhile. It really has. I'm fitter than I've been, I think, ever. And I could say I enjoy it. Sometimes it's a little bit harder than others, but overall, it's very worthwhile.
Nice.
Let's hope the other answers aren't quite that long.
um, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced before joining the program? What would you say?
Oh, before joining the program, keeping up with grandchildren, I think. Um, but as they've got older, I still have a problem keeping up with them because they move faster than they used to. But I'm better at it. So yeah, keeping up with grandchildren, of which there are so many.
And have you tried other fitness or weight loss programs before? What made this experience different to you? So you obviously have. Um,
I I'd never tried any other weight loss programs before Weight Watchers that were viable. If if you're old enough to remember the Israeli army diet,
I've heard of that. Yeah.
which was 2 days of apples, 2 days of cheese, 2 days of something else, and 2 days of vegetables, and then you're supposed to be absolutely fabulous, but it was rubbish. Pasta diet, you just ate pasta, no sauce, no nothing, just pasta. That lasted a day. Um, but fitness, no, not really. I just worked gradually along over the years until I came to now.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your first workout like? Can you remember how you felt after?
With you,
Yeah.
it was hard. I was flogged. I was
Okay.
absolutely flogged. Because I'd had a personal trainer here, I thought this is going to be an absolute breeze. But it was more like a cyclone than a breeze. So I found it hard, and I thought afterwards, why am I doing this? And the answer was because I can. And if you can do something, you should do it. Well, as long as it's legal.
It's funny you say that how you had a PT and because I think a lot of people with online training, I think they think it's going to be easy and it's just going to be just basic exercises and how much can he do, I guess, like how much can he fit in. And when you say that, that's interesting because you were face to face with the trainer and then you're
Yeah.
online harder. So yeah, that's good. That's I think that'll be good for some people to hear. Um, what was there a moment that where you thought, "Wow, this is really working for me"?
Um, when I read that, my first thought was the exercise froggies.
Uh,
When I first did froggies with you, my legs were burning, absolutely burning. And now they're almost easy. I say almost, nothing is easy, but I can do them without the pain. So go froggies.
what's the other one? How is your mindset around fitness and weight loss? How has your mindset around fitness and weight loss changed since you started? What would you say? Is there anything?
Well, I would say it had to change when I first joined Weight Watchers because I wasn't huge. I say I was fair, fat, and 40. I wasn't huge, but I was not happy
Right.
with how I was. That changed. And then for various reasons, I realized I'd had to be fit and healthy. And I thought, what better way is there than to do the online training? He can see me, which is a little bit scary. And I can see him and I can do the exercises. And if I'm not doing them right, then he can see to correct me, or Stephen can see to correct me, and do it from there. I have to be honest, I don't do any exercises when I'm not doing, I say I'm not doing any exercise. I walk a lot. I walk a lot. And I do try to get my 10,000 steps a day. But for weights, no, I don't do weights unless I'm working out with you.
Nice. That's
That's
all right.
the thing.
That's fine. That's what I'm here for. Um, have you been any? Have there been any non-scale victories that were just as exciting as seeing the numbers change? Like obviously you just said about your froggies. It might be like confidence or fitting into old clothes, better sleep, or fitter, stronger, faster, whatever it is.
At the moment, I'm a little larger than I'd like to be, but I am working on that. But I do remember when I was doing my weight loss journey with Weight Watchers, I bought a pair of jeans when I was 18, and it was out of my first pay packet. And they were a pair of Levi jeans. And I wore them for years. And gradually I put on weight, I put on weight, I put on weight, and I couldn't fit them anymore. And I didn't want to throw them away because I bought them out of my first pay packet. They were Levi's, and they went in the bottom drawer and they stayed there for about 15 years. And when I went through my weight loss journey with Weight Watchers, I got back into my Levi jeans that I'd bought 20 years earlier.
Wow.
That was yes. That was a yes moment.
I bet.
I don't have them now.
Oh, you will. You'll have them again. You still got those jeans?
No,
Oh,
no, I don't have those Levi jeans.
then
I
they'd be a
think
bit out of fashion by now. But
they were absolutely appallingly old fashioned, but I fit into them, and that was the
that's
point.
the main point. Yeah. Um, how has this transformation impacted your daily life, relationships, confidence, stuff like that? Would you say?
Um, I would say I've got a lot more confidence. I never used to be a confident person. Um, I was shy as a child, and I remember one of the members in my Weight Watchers meeting saying, I'm 40, this was somebody talking to me, I'm 40 years old and I'm still hiding behind my glasses. And I realized I was doing the same. So I start, I've had contact lenses, so you can't hide behind those because you can't see them. And as far as I'm concerned now, if you don't like me, that's your loss.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, if someone didn't like me, I'd need to find out why and do something about me. But
Right. You're
it's a
trying to
case
correct
of
yourself.
this is me, take it or leave it. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I love you, mate. I think you're
Oh, thank you.
fantastic,
Thank you.
gorgeous.
I have to say this is a little bit weird because I'm looking at the camera, but you're up there.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can actually look at you and see you.
I'm looking at you. Oh, I've got you on the iPad, so you're right next to me, so I can see you really well. Um, what's it? What's something you could do now that you never thought possible before? What would you say?
Um, not froggies, burpees. They are, I call the way I do burpees old people burpees,
Yeah,
but it's not something I'd ever heard of before for a start. So, yeah, the fact that I can actually get up and down reasonably quickly, yeah, it's good.
that's awesome.
Good
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, that's definitely good as you age. That's for sure. Hey, getting up and
Yeah,
down. That's
it's yeah, I am getting better. After my hip surgery, I was teetering.
yeah.
Do I carry on with this? Yes, you do carry on with this because you know it makes you feel better. So that's it. Yes.
Yeah, and that with that hip thing, that was a pre-existing thing, wasn't it? So
Oh, I'd had a bad knee for 30 years, and it turned out it wasn't my knee.
it was your hip.
It
Yeah,
was my hip. And since I've had the surgery, my shoulder doesn't hurt either. So I was completely out of balance down one side because of this hip. Go figure.
yeah.
Go
Well,
figure.
it's good that you're on cooking all on gas on gas at the moment,
Yeah.
all the time now. If you go back and give yourself advice to your past self before starting this journey, what would you say? What would you say to that?
Um, what advice would I give my younger self?
Yeah.
Don't smoke.
Okay. I thought you were going to say something like, "Don't sweat the small stuff."
Don't smoke. It's
Don't
so
sweat.
bad for you. It's so expensive. I haven't smoked now for I've got to think 13 years.
Nice.
I'm not better off financially, but that's tough. But I'm so much better off physically, health wise, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. And if any of you are listening to this, don't smoke.
Yeah. Definitely, I'd agree with that one, but not that I ever smoked. Um, what would you tell someone who's feeling stuck and unsure about starting their fitness journey? What would you say about that?
Well, I think it's something I used to say to members in my meetings. They'd say, "Oh, this is all getting too hard. I'm just going to give it up."
Oh,
I would just say, think back. You probably can't remember it, but it's seen it happen to others. When a toddler or a little child is learning to walk, they get up and they walk a few steps and they fall down.
yeah,
And they get up and they walk a few steps and they fall down. Now, how would it be if they just saw after a couple of times
give up,
too hard,
walk.
I'm not going to bother? We'd all be going around on our hands and knees. It's instinct. You've got to get the instinct into you. So if you get up and take a few steps, even if you fall down, get up again and take a few more steps. And
Yeah,
again, if you fall down, get up, take a few more steps.
that's it.
And
Yeah,
then you'll find you're walking and then you're running.
yeah.
Like my son who learned to walk and a week later he was running. He was a painful child. But he's all grown up now.
How do you see your fitness journey evolving from here? What's next for you? What would you say? What would you?
Well, I was hoping actually this year to walk the Camino de Santiago de
Oh
Compostela.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Spain. Um, it's a fitness challenge. At the moment, it's also a financial challenge,
Yeah, it'd be cost.
airfares and traveling and everything else. But it is on my bucket list. And I do plan to do it sometime in my lifetime, but I think it's going to have to be in the next couple of years. because
Uh,
there are age restrictions.
yeah, right.
I don't think there's an age restriction for the Camino, but you know,
I,
do
I,
do
I
it
don't
when
know.
you're 80.
I don't know how much I can help you on that, but I could definitely help you train for it. But also, I actually got a friend from when I was hitchhiking, and she actually runs those walks. And
Well, that's just showing off.
no, 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 no. I'm just thinking maybe I could get you some sort of discount. Who knows? I haven't spoke to her much lately, but we contact each other every now and then.
Yeah,
But
and I'm planning
yeah,
to do this with my second oldest daughter.
yeah. I want to do it. I want to do it once. Yeah,
She's done it before, so
nice,
she's guiding.
nice. What's your go-to song that gets you pumped for a workout?
Yeah, I had to think about that. I've always liked "Wake Me Up Before You Go" by
Oh,
Wham.
yeah.
It's it's not too fast. It's upbeat. It's a happy song,
Happy song.
and it gets you moving. But there's a lot of other songs that I hear that embarrass my husband at the supermarket when the music comes on and I start dancing in the aisles, which is, for goodness sake, stop it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's my number one.
All right. Yeah, I know you've requested that before in sessions.
Yeah.
If your fitness journey had a theme song or movie title, what would it be? What would you say?
Oh, that one. Yeah, The Long and Winding Road. That
Nice.
was that was the Beatles, wasn't it? Long and Winding Road.
And what's one healthy habit you never thought you'd enjoy, but now you love?
Um, Actually walking, because before I started this whole business, I didn't.
Yeah,
It,
right.
if I had to go out anywhere, I drove, and if I didn't have a car, I didn't go out. So
Right.
yeah, walking,
Excellent.
one foot in front of the other.
Nice. That's all our questions, Jeanette.
Oh, good,
How's
good.
that
We
feel? You
managed
did
to
it.
get through with that. Oh, what have I
You,
just
sma-
done?
you
I think
smashed it.
I think I've just sent you a message.
Okay.
Somehow I recorded what I was saying, or
Oh, okay.
parts of what I was saying.
Oh,
And I don't know how I recorded it, but I think I've just sent it to you.
okay. All right. We'll have a look. Very good. All right. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thanks so
We're
much for
done.
the time,
Thank
Jeanette.
you.
That's so wonderful. You're awesome. I love
Um,
training you.
Thank
Love
you.
having you as part of the
Um,
team. You're
Now,
fantastic.
4 o'clock this afternoon. That's a regular workout, isn't it?
I think so. No, I think it's resistance band. Oh, I think it's resistance band. Anyway, yeah, I'll
I'll
text you.
have a look at the schedule and see what it is. If
Uh,
it's a regular workout, I'll be there. I have found, actually, talking of the resistance bands workout, I do it on the Tuesday and I really feel it afterwards.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
good. I
it's
think I think a lot of people just discredit resistance bands, but they're actually, if they're used correctly and effectively, they're very good.
yeah.
Sure.
No, it's a good session, and thank you for putting it in the schedule. I'll have a look and see what it is. If it's resistance bands, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. I've got a new one starting next week. It's ABT, so abs, buns, and thighs. We'll see how that goes. That should be
Okay. Well, what time is that? My
Wednesday.
schedule is around
Wednesday, 3 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. Wednesday, Queensland time. So 4:30 your time.
4:30 my time. Actually,
Oh,
3:30 or 4:30 would be good on a Wednesdays, because I have my grandson with me during the week. For some reason, they finish school on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock.
all right. There
3:15
you
if
go.
it's okay, but
Let me
2 o'clock.
know.
So
All right. I'm going to stop
when the clocks
recording.
go back to regular, I'm just going to have to rejig my schedule.
I'll
But
stop recording and then we'll, yeah, oh, you got it? Oh.